Hey everyone, welcome back to the finale. It's really exciting shit. Well, it would be exciting if we were actually filming this like we should be. As with the last 3 episodes, we were having problems with the audio, so obviously you're not hearing this part. It's just him laughing, honestly. But the point is, like, we lost audio. It all got screwed up. The audio is not matching up, and we had to do a redubbing. You may be familiar with us doing redubbings when we did Castlevania Aria of Sorrow. I think we had to do it another time too. Didn't we have to redub an episode or two in the middle of like a series?
Oh, I don't know.
I think Castlevania.
It's happened in a lot. It's happened in Kingdom Hearts.
Oh yeah, it's happened in Kingdom Hearts. Yeah.
A lot of games.
A lot of games.
Not normally 4 episodes.
No, in a row. But that's partially my fault for not checking it properly. Like a lot of times,
we never check it half the time.
No, well, like even when we do check it, I skip to make sure that the audio recorded. You know what I mean? Like I'll skip into the middle of the episode. I'm like, oh, I hear audio. I hear us talking. Okay, it's good, and I'm not seeing whether the audio is actually matching up to what we're saying or not. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and that's partially my fault. So also stick around because some of that audio has some good stuff in it, and I might try to clip it onto the end of this episode. So be sure to watch till the very end. Andrew's taking a whack at this. He's going to actually end up beating the boss.
You were going to take him on.
Yeah, I was just about ready to be like,
I didn't
hey,
want you to do it.
I
I didn't want you to do it.
Yeah.
I wanted to do it.
Yeah.
It was personal.
Yeah. You were.
I beat him once before. I wanted to beat him again.
Right. Oh, but I had a lot of fun with this game, honestly.
Well, it was a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still feel like we should have just waited till we were in the middle of our long-ass games before we did this.
Yeah.
A side game.
It was one of those things where this game had recently come out. We were really excited because we knew we wanted to do it, and it was one of those things where it was like, I was really hoping it'd be a lot of fun and a really good series to do, and a lot of people enjoyed it. Like, this playthrough has gotten a lot of views. Like, people have really been looking forward to this game, and us playing this game. But unfortunately, yeah, with the last 4 episodes dying on us like this, it's going to be hard for us to, you know, I don't know. I'm hoping people stick around, at least watch it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
We'll see.
Because I can't imagine people like enjoy us with the having to dub this kind of stuff. It's annoying for us.
That I, in that game, beat the hardest Crash Bandicoot level.
I don't know whether we mentioned it or not. One of the things that we've mentioned a couple times is the fact that we've never done Crash Bandicoot 1 for this thing. We started with 2 and when we went to 3. And my wife decided that now, when she got the trilogy, she was going to start from the very beginning, and she ended up beating Crash Bandicoot 1, something I've never done to this day, only because of the save system. And now that the save system works, it's actually a beatable game now, honestly.
It is.
And she did beat it. She did have a hell of a time with it, but she did finally beat it. But then they released a level that way back in the day they removed from the first game because it was too hard.
Really?
Yeah, they literally had a couple levels that were so brokenly hard that they were like, no, we're going to remove this from the game, otherwise people aren't going to be able to beat this game. Not that the game was already hard enough, but they put one of the hardest levels as DLC that you can download for the original Crash Bandicoot 1. And my wife was actually able to beat that as well, although it took her a very, 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 very long time to finally actually get it.
What was so wrong with the level?
How to explain it? It was like the obstacles themselves were all about timing and taking your time.
But at times you can't take your time.
Right, you gotta keep moving. And it's one of those things where it's like, there's very few checkpoints. It's a super long level where you literally go all the way up, across, all the way down, across, all the way up, across, and then it's ridiculous how long the level is. And the obstacles are crazy, and it's a lot of, fall to your death type things.
Okay.
There's not a lot of enemies in it, but you end up slip and fall, and it's actually called, what is it, Slippery Climb, I think is what it's called. So it is not a fun level. But my wife likes to brag about the fact that she.
I am one of the few percentage.
Yes, that actually have beaten
the
that
few
level.
Percentage.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you look at the trophy, it's like point-something percent have actually beaten
Jesus
that level.
Christ.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Yeah. Now there are YouTube videos that we watch too of people speed running it, and it's absolutely ridiculous. I think those people are absolutely insane. But for the casual player, a lot of people can't even beat. I have know a couple people who have bought this game, were really excited about it, started playing the first game, and barely got past the first boss, and was like, holy shit, this game is hard. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, if you're not used to platformers, and you're not playing a lot of, like... well, and I can't even say that, because that's not truly what Crash Bandicoot is. A lot of people look at, like, Mario as a 2D side-scrolling platformer, and Crash just kind of took it into a 3D direction. You know what I mean? So it's not even like Mario, but if you're not used to platformers, yeah, it's a tough... These are tough games.
These are tough.
Now, of course, I love platformers, so these games, like, at least, 2 and 3 are usually not...
I like to read text and...
You do.
Fucking... Well, in Final Fantasy I do, because I just skip all the stuff. Because if we did voices for that, that'd take forever.
Yeah. And that's a game where they're not actually physically talking in, like, any sort of, like, voice or anything.
It's just text. It's up on the screen. I click it. If you want to pause and read it, you beat it.
9's like that too, right? I've never played
guess.
9, so I don't know.
Well, you've been missing out, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. 10's the first game that had voice acting.
That's right. You're right. I literally just...
That is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, you could tell that's the first game that
Yeah.
they decided to have voice acting. Where the fuck did they hire them people?
Well, hell, isn't John DiMaggio Waka anyway?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's the most...
It's not like they
he's
found
like the
nobodies,
most
I mean.
fucking qualified voice actor,
on that
and he's
team.
doing the worst fucking character on the team.
You can't say that, like, Waka's awful.
He's the
because
worst. Him and Kamari, man. Everybody else is cool and important to your team.
Yeah, the only thing good about Kamari is, like, him being able to, like, take enemies, like, abilities and stuff.
He's a blue mage. We never seen that before.
Right.
Quistis and... Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on! I like Kate Sith better than Kamari.
Oh, really? Wow, you really don't like
At least he
Kamari.
can throw dice. Huh?
I don't know. Kamari's kind of useful. You can just, like, once he gets the... I forget what the actual skill is called, but you can basically make him a suicide bomber, just make him run towards the enemy, explode.
Oh, that's not good. It's
Doesn't
not
like
nice.
damage, and then that's one less thing you have to worry about with him. So... I have to say, too, like, this boss is a lot harder than Crash Bandicoot 2.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. And there you just beat it.
I killed him.
Yeah. Just a normal run through the credits now at this point.
I was excited.
We did not get the best ending, obviously, because we didn't collect
do
every single
everything.
little thing, and we're not...
Not doing that.
Yeah, no way.
Care for that. Now
But the only difference in the ending is, like, literally... You're going to see here a cutscene where Cortex and the Mask are like, oh no, we failed again. He's like, no, there's another chance, and they disappear, and they run back up. And you're like, oh, okay, that's the end.
That's the end.
And then if you got the complete ending, they turn into babies for whatever reason. Like I don't know why. Doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense at all.
I guess because of the time travel thing, they get, whatever. But, yeah, it's a shame. Also, if you, no one's commented on it, no one said a word about it, and I'm not exactly sure if they're just being polite or they're just not calling out the difference. When I sit back and actually rewatch our playthrough of Crash Bandicoot, it is somewhat dark in sections.
Yeah.
Like really, really dark, and it wasn't supposed to be. Holy shit!
Things were...
Yeah. So there's where actually the video itself kind of fucked up a little bit. So we apologize for that.
Whatever that was.
Yeah.
So there...
Oh, yeah, Calm down.
So it gets dark.
Yeah, I noticed a couple of the episodes were a little dark.
A lot of our games are dark.
Yeah, and all it takes is for me to just change the brightness up a
Turn
little
the
bit.
brightness up. We'll have to do that more often.
Oh my god, it's
yeah, these are the
bugging
best
the fuck
credits
out.
I've ever seen.
Yeah.
What
skipped through half the video actually fucked up now, and now we're halfway through the credits already. So, sorry for all the people that missed out on the credits.
That's probably why we were sitting there for 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. But yeah, so another game under our belt, even though we had to redub it. We've still completed it. We've still beaten it, which is really awesome.
I guess.
It's not quite as exciting.
No, it's not.
Because of us having, like, you have to, like, I know some people actually enjoy, like, that's how they'll do their YouTube channels. They'll literally play a game and just dub over it, talking about what they did, but
You're doing it
is.
You're doing it twice.
Yeah, it's double work for us. It's upsetting because then we don't have the stuff that we were talking about. You know what I mean? We have to come up with new stuff to talk about.
Yeah, who knows what all we missed.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and it's one of those things where we just hate when it's not true to what we do. Like, we have a set way of how we do our channel, and having to do this is just a real big pain in the ass. But it'd be a bigger pain in the ass to have to replay it and to scream about the fact that we lost, 40 minutes of footage and we have to reshoot all 40 minutes of the footage. Because then we'd still be doing new dialogue on top of it anyway.
That's
So,
right.
I mean...
Would you rather just talk or would you rather play?
And talk, right, and we've got enough to play and talk right now for a long time. Long time.
No, it's gonna be a long time.
I won't have time to talk about the whole thing before this ends, but I can at least mention a little bit. I am excited, though. My beautiful, wonderful wife got me an early birthday present. She got me a PS2 controller,
That's
so I
good.
can finally play all the PS2 games I want.
And
And she bought me a very, very expensive, rare, hard-to-find game I want to do for the channel, and I've enjoyed playing it so much that I'm like, I am so ready. I've never had as much fun. It's one of my top 10 PlayStation 2 games of all time.
Really?
Yep. And no one's ever even heard of it. It's one of those obscure games that no one's ever heard of. It's a shame, because it's a really, really good game. So, but she spent over $70 on the game
my
for a used
fucking
copy.
Right.
And that's not actually the first copy we bought. The first copy we bought was $50, but it didn't work. It was broken, so we had to send it back and get a $70 copy. So, all right, we'll see you guys next time.